see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger.
Hello everyone. On tonight's episode, I want to touch on an article that my girlfriend sent me. This article consisted of a homeless woman being incarcerated because she sent her son to a different district of the city for him to get a better education.
I see no changes, all I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. We under, I wonder what it takes to make this.
Just to break down this story, a woman who was homeless and also sleeping in her van, or sometimes a friend's apartment from time to time, or homeless shelters, she wanted her son to go to school. She didn't like the schools too much of where she was living, which was in her van in that part of the city. So this homeless woman decided to use her friend's apartment address just to send her son to a school where he would get a better education. So this homeless lady, she was convicted of stealing free education. She decided to plead guilty to it because no matter how much she fought for the charges, she wasn't going to win. So she was sentenced to 12 years with 5 years probation for stealing, in the court system's eyes, stealing free education. Just like many poor black people do, they take a plea deal even if they are innocent because they don't have enough money to pay for a lawyer or go to trial. So then, in this worst case, they're just appointed an overworked state attorney who doesn't even give a crap about them nor the truth because they're just trying to close a case. So then, the judicial system now, they're just feeding off the fat of the land. I mean, the judicial system makes over, $200 billion of putting people in incarceration. So the more I say blacks they put into incarceration, the more money the judicial system makes. The whole point to them incarcerating us is to make sure that we don't become better than whites. I mean, through every single thing that we do, there are more African Americans in juvie, in prison, and in jail than we have in college systems. Proven fact and statistic that they build jail cells off of third grade test scores. And this is mainly only in African American dominated schools. I mean, they won't even give us a chance by the 8th grade to show the world that we can do better. So if a child can't read, write, or do math, or they're just straight up struggling with something by the 3rd grade, they build a new jail cell. And it's very frustrating to the mind for me to have to sit up here and read this article and see that a homeless woman who has nothing has a dream for her child to become something. And that's not the only thing. So then the reason why they put her in jail is because she was selling narcotics. She was selling weed. So I feel like, okay, yeah, I don't condone in selling weed, but at the same time, I feel like she was selling weed to put food in her and her son's mouth. Okay, so then this kind of made it worse for her because now people selling weed, they get 10-year sentences over somebody who murders 3 people. Think about it. A white man could go out here and kill 15 people and get probation, or they just get on TV and say he was stressed. They catch a black person on a corner selling 3 bags of weed, they give them 10 to 15 years. This homeless lady was in the court system in front of the judges and all the attorneys and everyone. This wasn't even an excuse. She said, I just wanted my son to receive a better education. Where's the wrong in that? And their response was, you're trying to steal from our system. You're trying to steal a free education. by using someone else's address when you don't belong in that town. We need to realize what's going on in our own communities. As we fight harder to make a way not only for ourselves, but for our future children, they're going to get harder on us to not get an education. Hell, in my words, if they had a way to put us all back in chains or kill us all, they would. And nothing would stop them. I'm making this video because I want people to know what's going on out there in different communities where it's mainly black populated. I want people to know that what we have to go through now, no matter what, even if we're poor or have money, just like this homeless woman who has a dream for her own child, is told that she was stealing free education. How you gonna steal something that's free, number one? And number two, she's been incarcerated just only because she's black. And she was trying to do something great for not only herself, but for her child. I find it very ironic how they want us to represent a flag that means freedom only to whites. Good night.